Hey there, friend. I'm Ben, a big thinker and deep feeler who is simply trying to live life to the fullest and to make meaning, find joy and connection and love and all of those wonderful things. And I love sharing my life with you. Today, I am starting off the week with the pups who are chilling here. It's kind of a gross day outside in Raleigh, North Carolina. But yeah, I'm gonna take you through a week in my life. And this week is not just any week, but it is the last week of being a free man. And no, I am happily married. What I mean by that is that I am going to be employed as of a week from today, which is Valentine's Day actually. After let's see how many years this. Actually, the irony is that I quit my corporate job in the middle, I didn't even think about this before, in the middle of February in 2014. 2014? 2013. 2013. So it's been 9 years since I have been employed. Wow. Yeah, I have talked a bunch about this in my previous videos, so you can go and check those out. I'm not gonna go too much into the story of that now. I'll probably be dropping little things throughout the week as I kind of show what I'm doing. But yeah, I am excited. I am nervous. I'm just ready for change. I'm ready for things to look different. I enjoy that. I thrive when things change. I really like being stimulated. I like having something to sink my teeth into. I love learning and being challenged, and change brings those things about. And this season will be no exception to that, as I can only imagine the things I'm going to encounter in this new life situation for me. So I hope you join me this week as I kind of just walk you through what my last week of being self-employed looks like, and kind of prepping for being employed. And yeah, I'm just kind of excited to share this journey, because for somebody that has lived that life of having their own business and doing their own thing, I know that so many of you want that and desire that and just feel pulled at least to have the freedom to not work for somebody, right? Even if you don't really know like what you want to do for a business or whatever, you at least feel like you're meant for more than this this corporate lifestyle or this 9-to-5 grind, making money for somebody else when you don't really give a shit about the cause. So I've done a lot of those things, and I'm excited to continue to share tidbits of that, and then also what I'm learning as I am in this new situation, working for somebody, having a serious career, but also still doing some creative stuff on the side. I still have things that I want to build. I just don't need for it to be my business anymore, my main go-to. I have a lot of exciting things that I want to build towards for the future, but I'm gonna take my time. It's not my main, it's not tied to the income right now. That's something I wanna do purely out of passion and joy and creativity. And yeah, so if any of those things interest you, come along for the ride, and here we go.
I start my week by, well, petting the dogs first and foremost, but then from there, brain dumping everything that I want or need to get done onto a piece of paper. And yes, paper. This is really, really helpful for me to just get everything down without feeling like I need to have it all pretty. But then from there, I do pretty it up and put it into a digital format using the app Todoist. From there, I'm back to the paper and answering some journaling prompts that I've created for myself to really just create some clarity to start the week. And of course, being a little goofy. The final step then is to take that Todoist list and block everything out by day into my Google Calendar, where I can actually get it done. I did a handful of other things throughout the day, but then ended up finishing the day here working on a creative project that I am really excited to be putting some time and energy into this week before I get to the grind of having a full-time job. Keep an eye out for this if you are a big thinker and deep feeler who is really feeling like you want to create more in your life. I'm really, really excited about this because pretty much all of my personal and professional experience distilled down into one pretty simple document with lots of cool things to be built on top of.
Whoa. Let's focus here. Just had to put my sweatshirt on the other way because I threw it on opposite. Got a little shaving cut there. Happy Tuesday, friend. Yeah, just finished getting ready here. I already ate and stuff. Finnegan is whining because Mom and Cora are behind that closed door. And Finnegan doesn't know how to be a puppy on his own. That's something we're going to be teaching because, yeah, just he's been with her all day, every day. I'm gonna take this party into my office. Jesse and I have just been working downstairs for so long now that it's just like has become our norm because of Finnegan and not wanting him to be upstairs with carpeting and stuff. Right, bud? Yeah. It's hard with your little puppy bladder. But now that he is a more grown, controlled, housebroken puppy, we can change some things up. So I think that's all we need for now, at least. Let's go upstairs, Finn. Come on. Come on. Let's go in here. Okay, well, it was funny because earlier I was like, there's not gonna be that much exciting stuff to share with you today because I feel like I kind of really just want to finish the project that I'm working on that I showed a little bit of last night. That's like really the main thing that I have to get done today. I really want to be able to like have it completed and be able to put it out in the world by the time I start my job in 6 days. The countdown is real here. But something happened. I made a change to my website domain last night. So I've been at benfordscoaching.com for a few years now, and I don't want to carry that label anymore. I essentially want to get rid of the coaching label, and maybe contrary to popular belief or assumption, the purpose is not because I'm getting a real job and to get rid of that or to hide anything, or it's nothing like that. That is, again, that's why all these things are kind of happening in such a beautiful way, because the timing is just right on everything. And what that is that I'm not labeling myself as a coach anymore. Will I create things that are guides or courses or programs, or will I run workshops or things like that in the future? Yeah, sure, but it's more from a place of like, here's this thing that I think we can do together, or more of like a mentor or a guide situation rather than a coach where I'm sitting down with you one-on-one, and like that's not a piece of anything that I'm doing in the future. So I mean, never say never, but like it's not the focal point. The focal point is being able to create something that big thinkers and deep feelers resonate with, and that speaks to them in a place that is a safe haven and a place for them to congregate and come together. So YouTube is obviously one of those places, but I want to have actual spaces and containers for you all to come hang out and be able to just enjoy life, get to know others like you, and I'm not gonna go like too far into the weeds now because I have a lot to do. Because what happened was I changed this domain, back where we started the story, I changed this domain, and what I always forget when I do this is that when you change a domain, it breaks everything connected with it, so it doesn't just change the actual website domain, but then it changes like my email address that is ben@benfordscoaching.com and everything that's being sent to that. And so I'm just like, oh God. So thankfully, I had somebody hit me up this morning, was like, hey, I tried to send this to you, didn't work. So yeah, at least I know it's there. It's something that I need to figure out. I actually wasn't going to shift things to kind of the next step, this like big thinker, deep feeler idea right away, but it also doesn't make sense for me to take any intermediate steps. And so while this thing isn't going to be fully fleshed out necessarily, it just makes sense for me to start that now. And so that I was thinking through that while I was getting ready, shaving, doing my hair this morning, what I actually wanted to do with that. And I purchased the domain last night. So it all works out anyways because I have the domain now, and so I can hook that up. The issue here, and I have a free week, besides calls and stuff with friends and connections, but I wasn't planning on spending my morning doing like tech stuff. I was like really wanting to crank out this project. So yeah, so we'll see. Usually this stuff overwhelms me and I get annoyed, but I am just trying to be like grateful that I have the time and space to deal with it. And hopefully if this is going to be setting my foundation, like that's the thing, like this is pretty much a necessary piece of what I needed to do going forward anyways. And it just came in a package of a little bit more urgent than I was expecting because now existing things are broken until I fix that. So here we go. Bit of an update over here. This stuff is just slow for anybody that's familiar with working with like website stuff and getting new information propagated, DNS settings, all this fun stuff. Most people are probably like, what the hell is that? But yeah. Also, came across this album thanks to my cousin Rob. Dirty Loops I've known of and have listened to for a while. But what a sick, jazzy feeling album. I have like a very eclectic taste in music. I just like a lot of different things, which I think is also kind of a normal thing for big thinkers and deep feelers. But yeah, jazz is like something that just like very, has like an emotional, fluid quality to it, and I love it. But Finn here is looking awfully restless. I'm going to make a cup of tea because this stuff is just kind of taking a while. So we're gonna go do that right now. Hey there, friend, and welcome to my Wednesday. Wee Wednesday. Making some food over here. Got some potatoes and some pepper and onion, a little bit of nacho cheese sauce. Jessie talked about that on her channel if you want to go check that out. But it's a vegan cheese sauce and it's really, really good. Finn just won't leave Cora alone this morning. Right, Finn? Right, buddy? I have a pretty open day today. I've had a few calls the past couple days. I know I haven't shown you guys any of those, but those have been kind of like sprinkled throughout my day. But today is a pretty open day, and with that, I am continuing to make the push on my creative project, but then also just want to start probably like slowly. I mean, I did a little bit last night too, but just like slowly ramping into a little bit of the technical work that I'll be doing. I don't feel the need to do a ton of it, but just enough to kind of feel like I'm not like super overwhelmed or incompetent going into starting a job next week. By the way, the countdown is at 5 days now. So that's kind of my day. Maybe I'll show some of that throughout. Maybe I'll just check in, kind of let you know how I'm doing and stuff. The other one thing is I did that the website thing yesterday, and I never got like the verification that it went through. So I have to check that again today and see, like, those settings just sometimes take a day or two to propagate, like across the interwebs. So got to make sure that's up, because then there are a couple other things I need to do from there. And that's pretty much it today. Also, yeah, I guess you can't really see, but we've got a warm stretch in the next few days here. Gonna get up to 60 today, and then the next 2 or 3 days are in the like mid to upper 60s. So we'll definitely try to be getting outside a little bit, and I would love, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I would love to get in a Frisbee golf session to kind of like celebrate the end of my unemployment. I keep saying that, but that's not like I've been self-employed. My self-employment, because I won't be able to go during the week anymore, which is like a very sad thing for me to let go of, but part of the process. But yeah, otherwise I'll see you at some point. Well, you gotta love when you figure something out that it was on your end, and that it wasn't the world not working. It wasn't that things were taking time to propagate, it was that I did not make a simple change that I needed to. So I updated my name servers, which probably doesn't mean anything to anyone except for maybe like one of you. But yeah, so now we should be all set. Now it might take a little bit of time still, but I kind of had this inkling. I was like, something feels off, and I just don't know how to like check that it's off. But I like dug in a little bit, and this is where like having a tech background helps. I honestly don't even know how, like, I can totally see how people get overwhelmed with tech stuff if that's like not their thing, because I at least know enough. Like, this type of stuff isn't like what I know, but I know I have the tools to be able to like understand it basically. So yeah, I don't even know how people do this shit if they don't know this stuff, or like without hiring somebody to do the setup. And so anyways, got this figured out. That's a good thing, because I feel good now that the rest of that stuff with the website and everything should progress. So one good thing to start the day.
I already have it on. Okay. All you can hear is the toilet in the background.
I know. Yes. All right. Well, I was just working on my computer stuff. Lots of success, finally. But Jessie just got home with the groceries for the week. So normally this is a Thursday thing, but she got it out of the way today. So let me run through what we got here. Bunch of produce over here. We got 2 bags of spinach, some kale. Lots of this is for recipes, because we're doing lasagna, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure Snap peas. Did you get this for something, or did you just want it?
Those and the broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots I thought we could have on Sunday for the Super Bowl.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
But they can be used for, we won't eat them all. So you can
Right, yeah. Got some mushrooms here.
For the lasagna.
Yeah. Yeah, lasagna is like one of my favorite things. I'm really excited for that. Green onions, bananas.
Can you show the carrots?
Oh, no.
Carrots.
Carrots. What was that for?
Eating.
Oh.
Because I went through like a whole bag of it or something.
Ooh, for the other, yeah. For that cheese sauce, right? Some thyme. And then we've got our vegan things here, which is like still weird to me, but we got tofu and tempeh.
We've never, well, I've had tempeh in like a sandwich before, but it was like $2, so I bought it. I was like, we can see if we can
I've literally
figure it out.
never tried it, so.
I mean,
it looks
honestly,
so disgusting.
You have to like marinate it or sauce it. You can't.
Yeah,
just,
you're
like,
not literally
eat it.
just like.
I mean, you can, but that sounds gross.
Right. Bad idea. Fennel. That's for recipe. What is it?
The tortellini soup.
Oh yeah, which that stuff's really.
Yeah,
good.
I'm making vegan spinach lasagna, tortellini soup, and gnocchi, and then we're gonna have.
I have like a
crunch
very
wraps.
Italian.
Yeah, and then
besides the crunch wraps,
Yeah.
very Italian lineup.
Yeah.
Lasagna, gnocchi.
You can
and
tell going
tortellini
into
soup.
my period because it's all like pasta.
Warm, comforty, like.
Yeah.
Strawberries.
They looked good today, so
They do look really good, actually. I feel like I haven't had a good strawberry in a very long time.
I mean, they're still not fresh. We really need to go to the strawberry field this year.
Yeah. Pesto.
For the soup.
Yep. Tomatoes here. Apples for everyday eating. My favorite sunflower seed buttercups. Dark
There's some
chocolate
other
bar.
chocolate
That's
under
weird.
it too. Huh?
Yeah, just a straight up bar, which is kind of like a weekly thing. Palate cleansing after meals. The vegan ranch-ish dressing that we really like. This is one of your favorite salsas, right?
Yeah, I wanted to get chips and salsa, but then also the other thing. So it's a Mexican Italian week because the other thing I was making was the quinoa lentil taco meat, and you need salsa for that.
Got it.
So.
Burger buns. These are just to have.
Well, I think we're gonna have Impossible Burgers one night possibly, so you would ask for those.
Yeah, makes sense. Pecans. Been really doing like a.
Those are
loving
the right
these.
ones, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Loving these for salted caramel pecan oats in the morning, and pecans are just freaking amazing. So, nutritional yeast.
Nooch and booch.
Yep, fully.
Or full vegs.
Yeah. Yeah, there's obviously the chips to go with that salsa.
And spinach dip. That's actually what those are for. So
Oh,
we might need
got
more
it.
chips now that I think about it, but we'll see.
Okay. Rice. There's the gnocchi under there. We're kind of like, well, I guess we're finishing up with Trader Joe's and then moving into Sprouts here, but we got the lasagna nudes. Hard taco shells. This is new,
Yeah.
at least to us. I haven't seen it before there, so.
I think I've seen it once, but they had like a full thing for it today, like a end cap, whatever they're called.
So yeah, saw the booch there.
And rotate.
Lots of potates. You guys probably know by now.
And
we like
avocados
those
are
for
already
breakfast. Yeah, those like incredibly unripe avocados.
I know.
It's like such a.
But they were
frustrating.
good this week. The ones we did have. So
Yeah, once they actually got ripe. These were
Sprouts was expensive this week because of the stuff we had.
Yeah. This Jesse always gets this, drinks that kind of throughout the day. These two things were buy one get one free. We've been wanting to do more
And they're
greens.
$33 a piece. So
Right.
buy one get one free.
I know,
is
yeah, it's like
huge.
a crazy deal. So yeah, definitely glad we could take advantage of that because that was already like we had one on the list.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was just a nice to have that it was a buy one get one.
Yeah, just been wanting to up the greens through this. And then light coconut milk. Got broccoli sprouts, just like a super health, well, there you go. Like a super health food. Just nice to be able to throw onto salads or Buddha bowls or anything like that. Medjool dates. Normally I get these from Costco, but I forgot to put them on the list for last week. This is what the other thing that I use.
I think they're not, I think the pits are still.
Oh, they are not pitted, yeah.
That was the only one that was
these are
organic
big as
in the
hell.
whole store. So.
Yeah, it's all good. This is what I use for like the caramely taste in the oats. And also just kind of I don't know, people often are like, oh, like dates are like so sugary and bad, you know, so it's like bad for you, and definitely not the case. There's some fiber, it's not like a ton.
Do you know they tell pregnant women at the end of their pregnancy to eat those? It's supposed to like, I'm not going to pretend like I know what it does, but it's like a thing.
Okay.
I don't know if it helps with softening the cervix or if it helps with like getting labor started, but it's like they like literally tell women to eat like multiple a day at the end, like right before they give birth. So
yeah, I think it doesn't say on here, but I believe I have to double check this, but I believe they're a very good source of B vitamins.
which as a vegan you need.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know. I have to check that. Don't quote me on it.
Well, I've just heard like vitamin B, vitamin D, all that kind of stuff.
Yes,
I think
that for
everybody
sure.
is like deficient in it, but if you're not eating meat, it can be a little bit more.
Correct. Okay, so we got diced tomatoes there. Obviously, we got a bunch of lasagna stuff going on over here.
More Muir Glen.
Muir Glen. Yeah. Lasagna.
This is a rice thing that I've seen lately. It has a little bit of like protein in it because it has like chickpeas and stuff. So
Yeah, that's
I
interesting.
thought it could be interesting to try.
Feta, I like having this either in salads or when I make my potato bowls for breakfast, I like having a little bit of that. And then we got ravioli, tortellini for that soup that Jesse mentioned. We got big old, just regular old Mission taco tortillas in
They
there.
had
Really?
at Sprouts.
Yeah. Oat milk, standard.
They didn't have the one that I like to get that's like 100 calories less than that, but
Oh.
it doesn't
Yeah.
matter for Ben. It matters for me, but it's
Right.
fine.
So that's probably what it's just like sugar. A little bit.
I
Yeah.
don't even know. Fat, I think, is actually what it is.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I think the other one's lower fat. Most oat milk actually
Oh, 'cause they
is
put-
higher fat.
They put rapeseed oil in it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that.
What the hell?
Well, I'm not
Just
sorry.
like
It's not
it's
my
just
fault
like
they were
weird.
out
Like
of stuff.
why are you gonna add oil to whatever? Oat creamer
For me.
and then sour cream.
Although with that cheese sauce, I haven't been eating the sour cream as much. I also got tulips that are still in the sink.
And that's it. That's our haul.
That's it.
Right. Yeah.
Somebody commented on my video when I put up a grocery haul last, and they were like, "That is a lot of food," and I was like slightly triggered by it because I'm like, "No, that's like," but it is. We just eat a lot of food, and I think too when you start eating like less meat, you have to, especially for Ben, we have to like substitute a lot more calories into stuff. But
Yeah. It's just
we've always
choked
eaten a
in my
lot.
spit.
That's gross. Like, Ben's always eaten a lot, so and I eat a good amount too, but.
Yeah, it's just a volume thing. Plus, I think it's because like I've always been like this, so I'm very used to getting large grocery hauls,
Yeah.
and people always thought it was like crazy, but we don't really eat out.
Yeah.
It's like all of our meals are made here at home.
And we make a lot
So-
of like recipes. Like we don't eat just like a meat, veggie, and starch. That's like not what we eat. You know what I mean? Like I'm making like a lasagna, which is a ton of ingredients and like not bad ingredients, but just a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like all this is lasagna, and then like tortellini soup and the gnocchi and all that stuff. There's just like a lot of stuff in it. So
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I knew he wasn't like.
I think.
But
Right. It is no. It is a lot. I think between the recipe goods and then produce is like half of what we have here, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to have a lot of produce in a haul. So.
Yeah. We do still need tostadas and frozen spinach.
Tostadas and frozen spinach. All right.
And dog
Roger
food.
that. And dog food. Yes, Finn needs food.
Yeah.
It's like, you better get my haul.
Where is he?
'Cause
Oh, you need to get it now.
I was going to say, literally now. He eats in 10 minutes. Good thing the pet store is right around the corner.
So you want a golden, huh? Just be ready. So worth it.
All right, just finished filming my sit-down video for the week. Jesse finished up some stuff too, and so now we are taking a little break out to the great outdoors to walk these pups in this.
Why are you doing this when we're being blinded by the light?
Yeah, I know, we are being blinded. Oh, that's kind of nice. It's not gonna last though. It's really nice out. It's like close to 60 degrees, so enjoying this nice weather.
Didn't sit. Hello.
Hey there, friend. It is Thursday. It's actually almost noon, just a little bit before, a few minutes after 11, basically. I am running out to get us a little treat. Jessie got boosted yesterday, and naturally she felt like shit overnight, and is just trying to get a little bit of sleep this morning, and I wanted to, make her feel good, to pick some stuff up. So we are going to have a little bit of Chipotle. She wanted Starbucks. I don't think you should have caffeine when you're feeling like shit, but I'm the party pooper and I can't tell her what to do. So here we are. But yeah, we actually want to try out the plant-based chorizo from Chipotle. We've been wanting to since they got us with their commercials during playoff football games a couple weeks ago or whatever. So we are going to give that a shot. And yeah, we obviously had planned for her just having kind of a chill day today. And then for me, actually, the one exciting thing that's happening today is I'm supposed to be getting my laptop for my job, so that's coming via FedEx. Just have to have somebody home to sign for that. Jessie can at least get off the couch for that. She would trade that potential task, for some Chipotle. But yeah, so that's, again, just kind of, we're 4 days out now from my first day. And that's just kind of feeling like that's going to feel like it makes it very official, I can't actually do anything with the laptop until Monday. I have an orientation to take me through unlocking it and all that stuff. But just like having it and, in my space, in my office, will definitely feel like, things are real, things are happening. But yeah, otherwise I am, it's more the same for me this week. I got all set up yesterday with all of the website and email stuff. Today, something that I haven't shared yet, but yeah, fuck it, I'll do it now. I'm actually planning on changing my podcast name. So that's something that I want to look into either today or tomorrow, just kind of see where things are once I get home and this afternoon. But yeah, it's all feeling really, really good. I can just tell that, like, on the creative side of things, everything is just starting to really feel cohesive and aligned and just what I want and it, like what it needs to be, you know, like the thing that I want to put out there in the world that I've been, you know, searching for in some form and doing so for the past handful of years. And again, ironically, now that I'm going and getting a real job, feels like it's finally manifesting into exactly what it's supposed to be. And so for that, I'm just so fucking excited. It feels so goddamn good to have that clarity and just groundedness, and like I'm really creating the things that I want to be, and that I can, right? That I can offer from my heart and my soul. So yeah, all that to say, I'm excited about the podcast name change. You guys might be able to guess what that'll be, but you'll see soon enough. And yeah, and then still running with that creative project. Have made progress on it every single day. Just takes me a little bit longer. I'm good at coming on here and rambling and talking. I'm not as good at writing. Not that my writing is bad, but it just takes me a while. I'm just slow at it. I have to do a lot of like writing and then editing. So yeah, that process is just slower for me. So I am going to work on that some, and that'll probably be the day. Just like hanging out, making sure Jeff C feels all right. We've got another day of nice weather here, so probably try to get out in some form or fashion. Don't know that Jesse will be up to walking, but definitely, I'm sure, play with the dogs in the yard. And yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll take you along for some of the day, but really, that's my Thursday. Doesn't really seem like there's going to be too much going on outside of that, which is a good thing. Just get Jesse rested up and me kind of another step in the right direction towards creative things, and just, yeah, hang out and enjoy. By the way, I do want to go frisbee golfing tomorrow, so I'm just putting that out there. Hope I can show you guys some of that, because that would be more fun content than me sitting and talking to you in the car. But for now, I'll see you later.
Doing? Yeah, what are you guys doing, Uncle? What?
Hey, Daddy.
They've literally never snuggled that closely before. Or do you finally like him?
Hey there, friend. Welcome to my Friday. Today's a really big day. Really big. It's my last business day, my last weekday not working for somebody in a long time, in terms of like a full-time job, not doing something that I loved. We're back 9 years later, so big day. Yeah, I'm just gonna, hi buddy, hi. Sir Finnegan over here. Oh, Jesse's down. Finn had some, the other day, he got diarrhea the other night. I know, fun stuff. And then he woke us up at like 4 last night, and then I brought him downstairs because that's where he's more comfortable, and let him out. He was fine, but then we came back in, and like 2 minutes later, he started puking. So, I don't know. He's just been kind of weird. He's acting fine otherwise, but yeah. So, I was just telling them that it's a big day for me.
Why? Yeah.
Did you realize, I don't even know that we've talked about this, that it's been exactly 9 years since I left my job.
Really?
I left
said it
mid,
was close, but I didn't know.
I left mid-February.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. Left mid-February. Yeah. So anyways, I'm like half joking, half serious about like this is a big deal. And yeah, I'm feeling kind of, I don't know, like nostalgic, emotional. And I think I'm going to feel that all day today. Like obviously I still have the weekend to hang out and do stuff, but just that's a normal weekend thing, right? So I think it's like today is kind of like the last day, so to speak, even though it's 3 days out. So yeah, I'm just going to let myself kind of feel into that. I really don't want to put a whole bunch of pressure on myself to do a lot else. I really think that it's important to be with these types of like energetics and emotions. So I'm just going to kind of roll with that today. And I am planning on going Frisbee golfing. I have that going on. I know I'm talking to a friend, so I've got those things on the calendar. But yeah, like I said, otherwise I'm just going to try to be really present with what's coming up for me, and just like hopefully my idea going into the day, my intention is just like a really go with the flow day. And that's what feels like it'll be the most meaningful. So I will try to remember to bring you along for as much of that as I can. But yeah, regardless, thanks for sharing in this monumental day for me.
I left a corporate desk job 9 years ago. I left because I just felt like I was wasting my potential. Just felt like I could do so much more. I wanted to help people. I wanted to make an impact. I wanted to just feel alive on a day-to-day basis. And man, have I experienced all of that and more. My life has not been some massive success on paper, but it has been incredibly fulfilling and meaningful for myself and my future. I finally feel like I know who I am, what matters to me in my life, and what I want going forward. I wouldn't change a minute of it. I couldn't be more excited for this next chapter of my life. I'm scared and nervous, but I'm also just really looking forward to what I just know in my heart is what is next for me. And the best part of all of this is that I get to do it with you. I am so excited to just share any and all of my journey going forwards. It just feels so meaningful for me to share with people who resonate, like-minded individuals, kindred souls, people who just get it or feel like they understand me or I understand them on a deep level. And to me, that is so much more important than anything else. That is one of my favorite lessons from the past decade of my life, is being around other people that see you and hear you and understand you is the most invaluable thing you could possibly have. And because of that, I am just so grateful for you. Thank you for joining me at this meaningful juncture of my life, and I hope to see you time and time again here and anywhere I may be going forward. So, my friend, my fellow big thinker and deep feeler, I can't wait to see what's next for me and what is next for you as well. Thanks for being along for the journey, and I can't wait to see what the adventure holds.
Well, just finished up around. There we go. Final weekday round of disc golf in the books. And naturally, I have a metaphor for you. I jumped all around today. It was pretty busy because it's beautiful out. But because of that, I jumped around and just kind of played holes where there weren't groups and stuff like that. I eventually completed all 18. And it got me thinking as I was walking in between my zigzaggy path. I was like, you know what? It's kind of what the last 10 years of my life has been. 9 really, but decade-ish, is jumping all around and having a non-linear path, but still getting to exactly where I need to go. So yeah, feeling nostalgic today. So of course, all of this stuff is just going to be hitting and relating back to that. But yeah, definitely kind of made that note. So yeah, just wanted to share.